what year it was from, that, like how old he was. And from what we can gather, he was in like his mid-30s or so, a good 30 years younger than when he died. And very vibrant, pain-free, happy, just like I was feeling. Nothing wrong, everything right. So, that was nice. It was nice that vision that I had of him dying was not anymore the last vision that I had of him. Because that sometimes tends to stay with you.
Right. So you couldn't see yourself, like there were no mirrors, so you didn't know how young or old you looked.
No. I described in the book that I didn't ask him how he knew to be there at that moment. I didn't comment on how he looked, which was really different from the last time I had seen him. But I knew him right away. I knew it was him. I didn't comment on how he looked. He didn't comment on how I looked. So it just kind of fits into that all right, nothing wrong thing, where the whatever issues were going on with either one of us were superseded by the love or the energies that was surrounding us, I guess you'd say. I don't want to try to be too sci-fi about the whole thing, but it did appear like I was there gathering all this information. I felt like a sponge, seemed to be a lot of information passing to me without speaking. Like there was a different communication going on. Although he did speak those words to me that I had to go back, that was pretty much the only spoken words that I remember. But yet, when I think about coming back, like now, like today, there's still things I'm discovering, and so it's ongoing. But I don't know. I don't ever remember anyone telling me those things. It seemed like I was just up there like this, like I said, like a sponge, and I was like being bombarded with, information and understanding and clarity and all these things that it's hard to find here. So as I experience each one of those things, for me, it kind of validates that journey that I took and what I feel it was. Yeah, some may argue that it's something else, but...
So nothing physical, nothing spatial that a lot of people refer to, that they raise up and they can actually see themselves from a different place.
Yeah.
Physically, in a different place. I've heard people who say that they can see themselves laying in the street, stricken, and near death, or in the OR, on the OR table, but they're not there. They're looking at themselves, almost in the third person. You didn't get any of that?
Yeah. Well, I did. I didn't get exactly what you're describing. Like on the ceiling, looking down, focusing down. I had all the audible. I could hear the doctors and nurses discussing what was wrong, what to do next, what to blah blah. A lot of it I didn't understand. And I can remember that my attention was drawn away fairly quickly to. I hesitate to say that bright light that everybody alludes to.
Well, whatever it is,
it was a bright, thing.
So that was physical then.
Yeah,
it was a physical thing.
And that it's like somebody turned the volume down on what they were saying, and my attention and focus was now over here, where I saw, this like speck. Like a thing you'd wipe off your computer screen or something, And I was drawing closer to it. I really can't tell whether or not I was traveling or it was getting closer to me. All I knew is we were getting closer, me and Sed's back, which turned out to be Dad, my father. You know, when I got close enough to realize this speck, you know, took on a shape and closer and closer and closer, that's what it was.